Welcome to Beyond the Trailers coverage of the 2013 Academy Awards, giving you an in-depth look at the top categories. And be sure to cast your own vote for who you think should win in our poll at tinyurl.com/BTT Oscar Vote 2013. There's even a write-in section. Now let's take a look at the second half of the 9 nominees for Best Picture.
Life of Pi.
As Hollywood begins to experiment with the big-budget Oscar flick, Life of Pi is its best shot at success yet. This year's Cloud Atlas has been a no-show at both the box office and award season, while last year's Hugo was a huge financial failure and failed to win in any of the major Oscar categories, despite its 11 nominations. However, the $120 million Life of Pi has already at least broken even thanks to the foreign box office, so now all it's left is to see if it can win in a major category, Best Picture or Best Director. It's hard to tell how much of a long shot either win would be, as Life of Pi has been hard to get a beat on, since its star is an unknown and its director is not a showman, meaning neither has done much campaigning. In fact, there's been little campaigning for the film at all, which is weird because considering how much 20th Century Fox spent on the film, why decide to tighten the purse strings at this crucial moment? The result could once again be a technologically advanced Oscar flick, which is why it was so expensive, taking home wins in just those categories.
Lincoln.
With the most nominations of any picture, 12, and in every single major category, it's pretty much a sure bet that Lincoln is going to be named this year's Best Picture. Humanizing the 16th President of the United States was a tall order that many, including myself, doubted that King of Schmaltz Spielberg could pull off. But he did in spades, with a remarkable show of restraint that has clearly bowled over Academy voters. Furthermore, Spielberg smartly put together a creative dream team with actor Daniel Day-Lewis and playwright Tony Kushner that screams Oscar win on paper, much less on the silver screen. And then he took that dream team on the road to simultaneously promote the film and campaign for awards season, from a surprise showing at the New York Film Festival to a widely publicized discussion presented by Time magazine. Yes, when you come to think of it, Lincoln has done everything right on its road to Oscar, which means Disney must be back in Spielberg's good graces after dropping the ball with Warhorse last year. Plus, Spielberg did his part too by making a better movie.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Yes, it's Lincoln's to lose, unless Harvey Weinstein is able to work his Oscar magic. As I often tell you, Harvey is the Oscar whisperer, evidenced by 8 nominations for Silver Linings Playbook and 3 for the largely forgotten The Master. But he might have an uphill battle with David O. Russell, who did all of this 2 years ago with The Fighter, where the pick took home 2 acting wins. That means the Academy might feel that his work has already gotten a recent nod and they can spread the love somewhere else, as voters tend to be more diplomatic than fair. But if Silver Linings Playbook is going to take home any gold, once more, its best bet is in the acting categories, rather than in categories like Best Picture. And hey, Harvey did win the last 2.
Zero Dark 30.
What a mess! Much like the CIA's operations in the Middle East, everything seemed great until the curtain was pulled back to reveal some shady dealings. As quickly as it had burst onto the award scene, suddenly Zero Dark 30's accuracy was being called into question and was under investigation by the Senate Intelligence Committee. The result has been some serious backpedaling by director Kathryn Bigelow and screenwriter Mark Boal, who now claim they'd always admitted their film took creative liberties in telling the story of the hunt for bin Laden. But if it's not accurate, then what's the point of Bigelow's documentary-esque film, which doesn't filter the events through any artistic lens? The first casualty of this controversy has been an Oscar snub for Bigelow, and before we're done, the flick could go home empty-handed on Oscar night despite its 5 nominations. And that's the second half of the 2013 Best Picture nominees. You can click here to take a closer look at the first half. Which film do you think deserves the Oscar? Leave your comments down below, and don't forget to vote in the Beyond the Trailer Oscar poll. It closes on February 12th. I'm Grace Randolph, and hope you'll check out the rest of BTT's Oscar coverage.